Maybe that's what George should do. Carry all the ants outside. Oh, 1 gajillion of them? That wouldn't work. George showed Hundley his discovery. Ants follow food. Maybe they'd follow it right out the door. So that was the solution. Put the food outside, and the ants would leave. And of course, they come back with their food. George had another idea. Maybe he could get the ants inside the trash can by filling it with food. The ant trap was ready. It was working. The ants crawled into the can as fast as their legs would carry them. George had to get the ants out of the apartment fast before they escaped. The ants were outside. Problem solved. Except now they had a new problem. Where would they put them? They couldn't put the ants on the sidewalk. They'd get squished. And they'd get even more squished on the street. The park. The ants would love it there. Hundley was a small dog, but he made a very big noise.
What's going on there? Hey!
George and Hundley set the ants free in a nice empty area of the park where no one would step on them. George said goodbye to each and every ant. This could take a while. It had been quite a morning, but the ants were gone and everything was okay.
George, I can't believe this apartment.
George had forgotten to clean up his mess.
Good job, George. Not only did you clean the apartment, you also took out the trash.
He did? Oh, yeah, he did.
Of course, you also shoved napkins and handkerchiefs into the wall and covered it with bandages. But I'm not even going to ask. You just sit down and take it easy. I'll go make us some lunch.
George could finally relax. The apartment was clean, and he'd never have to worry about ants again.
Hey, George?
It took a while, but George's bucket was finally full.
Ooh. Whoops, wait! I'll help you. We need a bucket lifting machine or an elevator.
Or a cow. George figured with Leslie's help, he could lift the bucket off the tap.
Ready? 1, 2. Oops.
It wasn't a whole bucket of syrup, but it would still cover a lot of pancakes.
Forgot to turn the tree off. Come on.
Okay. Pancakes? For me?
Yep, and syrup. And we made it. Well, the tree made it, but we tapped the tree all by ourselves.
Wow. Very moist.
That doesn't taste like syrup at all. Grandpa's trees must be broken.
No. The trees aren't broken, George. Maple syrup trees give sap, not syrup.
Sap?
Sap becomes syrup after it's boiled down. Luckily, you've come to the right place. We boil it right here at the sugar shack.
Oh, yeah!
Now, this will take a while, and if we leave it too long, it can boil over, burn, and be ruined. So we have to keep an eye on it.
Watching sap boil was a lot like watching sap drip. It took forever.
Aha! Looks like it's ready. What do you say to that?
Oh, yeah!
Leslie, how did you get out?
Whoops! I think she wants syrup. Cows like syrup a lot.
Oh.
George, the syrup! It's going to boil over.
No matter how hard he blew, George couldn't cool the syrup down.
Leslie.
Maybe if they fanned it.
I thought you didn't know anything about making syrup. Well, you knew butter stops syrup from boiling over. Well, here you are, your own bottle of syrup. It takes a whole lot of sap to make a little bit of syrup.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, George. Best syrup ever.
Luckily, a little bit of syrup has a whole lot of taste.
Oh, if only we could get the next CD going. That would give us time to find the key. Or Earl.
Well, maybe George can do it.
Oh, he has to push the play button.
A button? Well, George is great at pushing buttons. Which one is it?
The one with the triangle.
Okay.
But the booth is soundproof, so how are we gonna tell him?
Oh, a triangle. Triangle. Huh.
Huh?
What were they doing? Didn't they know there was no time for games? George knew all the Bonnie Smooth songs, and this one was about to end.
The worst thing on radio is dead air.
Oh!
Oh, he's not getting it. Hey, I can draw a picture.
Why were they coloring? The song was about to end. How could he play more music? The CD was in the player. All George had to do was hit play. But which button was it? Hey, a triangle. Maybe it was the triangle button.
Good job!
He did it. Bonnie's calling soon, and Earl's still not back. We've got to find that key.
Oh, boy.
This was no time for playing around. Wasn't Bonnie Smooth calling it too? Something had to be done. Answering the phone and playing a CD were easy, but he didn't know how to work the mic and those sliding things. He had the book. Here we go. First the mic, then the slider, then the phone. This looked like a phone interview.
Oh, does he not realize Bonnie Smooth is calling in 5 minutes?
Maybe George can hook up the call. He can make popcorn and program the VCR.
There's a lot of steps.
We could draw another picture. It worked last time.
I think it's too much to show in a picture. I know. We'll make a model.
Done. It looks, terrible.
Close enough. The phone! We forgot the phone!
Hal and Hal?
The call wasn't coming through the phone this time. What had he forgotten?
Hal? Hal and Hal? Oh, I thought I'd missed you. How are you?
He did it! Yes!
My boss always said a monkey could do my job.
Thanks for letting me come on with my new song. I wrote it special for you, you know, and it goes like this. Something good is coming, don't know where or when. I feel my heart a-drumming. How long has it been?
I'm back. Did I miss anything? Hey, there's a monkey in the booth.
Not now. He's in the middle of an interview.
George was very proud of himself. He had run an entire radio station. Maybe someday, he could even learn how to tie his shoes.
Oh, dancing down the sidewalk, swinging on a breeze.
Now that George had brown paint, he was ready to make the rest of his colors. Except the bunny had its own idea for the fresh fruit.
Oh, there you are, George. You took off so fast, I didn't get to ask what you'd like to drink. I have cranberry juice, carrot juice, grape juice, blueberry juice, wheatgrass juice.
George took one of each, because an artist never knows when a rabbit might eat his art supplies.
That is one healthy monkey.
The juice worked great. No mashing necessary. George had his paint, and his new friends had lunch. Only his sand didn't slip. It stuck. Maybe it needed to dry. Watching paint dry was about as much fun as, well, watching paint dry. George thought of a way to speed up the process.
He wants a hairdryer in the desert.
But instead of drying, his paint went flying. So George found a way to keep his paint in place. Plus, the bottles made painting a snap. George's friends had developed a real taste for art. So George found a way to keep his painting safe from bunnies. But not Breeze's. It almost made him miss the sticky stuff.
Do you need a napkin? Fork? Radio? Of course. Glue. Why didn't I think of that? A monkey with glue?
He had his paint, he had his canvas, and he had an audience. He glued. He painted. He could do them at the same time. And if you put on too much sand, no problem. Only the sand on the glue stuck. He couldn't wait for the man and John to see it. Why wait? His sand painting was portable.
Wow. Is that a sand painting?
You are some artist.
For me? Thank you, but why? That's okay. Sand paintings are supposed to get messed up. That's how the medicine is released. Oh no, you don't have to mess up this one. Some sand paintings are medicine, others are art.
Well, I guess giving glue to a monkey was a good thing after all.
Yeah? I say, George, think maybe you could make one for us next?
He sure could, but he'd need a new canvas.
One gum wrapper? That's your trash? And this is... stuff you want to keep. I see.
Did you find George? Wow-wee! Look at all this trash. This'll earn us another 50 points at least.
Are Are you saying this is your collection? George, a collection isn't just random stuff you find on the street. A collection has to relate in some way, like a stamp collection or a coin collection or my commemorative pig collection. Okay, you can keep some of this stuff. But not all of it. Find some things that go together and make that your collection. Then put everything else in a bag and bring it downstairs, okay? Thanks.
Finding things that went together wasn't going to be easy. The pirate ship floated on water and was made of wood. The duck floated on water, but it wasn't made of wood. And the heart-shaped box wouldn't float very well at all. What about a collection of round things? He had a lot of those. But wait, that meant he'd have to throw out the ship. Well, since the boat was made of wood, George decided to have a wood collection. But then he'd have to give up his watch. There were blue things and things that were half blue, half green. At last, George knew just what to do.
Okay, it looks like we've weighed all the bags.
Where's George? We can't win without his trash.
This bag is empty.
George, is that the only thing that didn't fit into your collection? Oh, there may be more trash upstairs, but I think we have to go see.
Well, this is highly unorthodox, but okay.
Now, I have to warn you, the apartment may look a little messy, so...
Well, I'll be.
That is beautiful, George.
Beautiful? Oh, it's a work of art. A color collection. Way to go, George.
And what better way to capture the can-do spirit of Pretty City Day than to turn trash into something, well, pretty? With your permission, I'd like to hang this in the City Art Museum. In fact, I think that would ensure that Pod 7, led by Steve, will be on the Pretty City poster. I hereby declare that Pod 7, led by Steve, is the winner of the City Prettification Contest.
Isn't it great, George? Our picture on a poster, thanks to your work of art. Hey, that looks like a number 2 carbon pencil stub. Nice yellow.
This was a good beginning of a whole new collection. George explained that he was the owner of this body, and Toots and the Germettes would have to go.
Go? Why should we go? We like it here. I'm making you feel sick? Oh, well, in that case, I'll be on my way. I'll just get my stuff. Fooled you! I'm never leaving. But you are. Gotta run.
George knew he wouldn't feel better until he got rid of Toots. But where did he go? The lungs? George and Yoki agreed to try his lungs first. It looked kind of wet. Was this the lungs? Or was it the stomach? Maybe they made a wrong turn somewhere.
So don't eat a thing, that's my suggestion, because I'll be giving... Gotta run!
Now this looked more like a lung. When the walls moved out, air came in. When the walls moved in, air rushed out. George was watching himself breathe.
Well, baby, I'm in your love. Ooh, yeah, it's in your love. Ooh, yeah, in your love. That Toots.
This was George's chance.
So where should we go next? The throat? Hey, maybe the ears. Hey, what are you doing?
George couldn't believe how hard it was to get rid of one measly germ.
Hey, what are you doing? Let me go!
George didn't have a feather, but he did have 20 fingers.
No! Hey, cut it out! This whole place could blow!
George and Yoki had done it. Toots was gone.
You're awake. How do you feel?
George felt great. He could even smell again. For an important call.
Calling George. George. I have the most amazing, exciting thing to tell you. Can you come over? Oh, right, we're in bed. Okay then, meet me at the clubhouse tomorrow, right away, and don't forget. Bye!
The next morning, George raced to the clubhouse.
Hey! Hiya, George. Are you ready to hear this? Are you ready? It's kind of unbelievable, and I don't think you'll even believe it. So are you ready? Okay. I am going to kindergarten! Huh? Kindergarten is where you go when you're big, and you need to learn stuff like how to write your name and 8 plus 2. Ah! And I want you to come with me to get all of my school tools. So can you come? Can you come?
It was a good thing George went shopping with Allie, because she needed a monkey's eye.
Okay, which backpack? The lion, the witch, or the warthog? Yeah, that's the one I wanted too, because it holds the most stuff. See, in kindergarten, you need exactly 3 rulers and a cowboy belt, and binoculars, and pipe cleaners.
Wow, kindergarten sure sounded like fun. Where else would you need 3 rulers and a cowboy belt?
Guess what? These are 2 for 1. Ooh. Would you like a backpack, George?
next day, George wondered how Allie was doing at kindergarten.
George! Kindergarten was great. And guess what? I told my teacher I was best friends with a monkey, and she said you could come to school with me tomorrow. Yeah, you'll be our official guest monkey.
Here's your lunch, your snack, and just for luck, a brand new yellow pencil.
Wow, a school tool.
Have fun. Be a good little guest monkey.
George discovered that just going to school was exciting. First, there was waiting for the bus. Then there was being on the bus. And then there was getting off the bus.
This is it, George. Kindergarten. Ooh!
Hi, Allie. And you must be George. All right, class. Time to take your seats.
Now, we're not going to create any more work for Professor Wiseman, right? Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Feed the ducks. You too. Fun, relaxation, ducks.
Okay, here I go.
George, careful. No problem, we're still feeding them, right? It's fun, huh? Right? Ducks!
But your hat is waddling away.
Oh, my hat.
We can solve this problem.
You shouldn't. I should. Okay, how?
Aha! We can use the kite string to fish the hat out of the water. I just need a hook. Perfect choice. Okay, want to toss it, George? We need more weight. Okay, try again. Aha! See that branch? We can use it to lift the hat.
We can? Fantastic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, this wasn't what I planned. All you did was solve problems for us. Please accept my apology.
Apology for what? I had a very relaxing day.
Huh?
Relaxing?
Exactly. Hands-on problem solving. Not like work where I just answer questions and shuffle paper.
Well, then, you're welcome.
Well, see ya.
Oh, okay. Wow. Who knew relaxing could be so exhausting? Come on, George. I think it's time for a nap.
George knew he had to keep Gnocchi away from that spaghetti strand. He had an idea how to do it. Now George had an accurate way to measure the building. This tape measure could measure anything. This was going great. 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet. Uh-oh. The tape measure was only 20 feet long, but the building was more than 20 feet tall. But how much more? Now, how was George going to measure the building? If only he had something longer than that tape. Of course, George had a spaghetti strand 30 feet long.
Say, aren't you Jenny, the world record book lady?
You are correct.
Oh, I've been a fan of yours for years.
Well, thank you. I'm here looking for...
I know what you're looking for. Chef Biscotti's is this way. There's Biscotti's restaurant.
And here's Chef Biscotti's strand of spaghetti. I have got to get a picture of this.
George could see that the spaghetti wasn't touching the ground, which meant it was a little bit shorter than the building. How could he measure the difference? When George held the strand at the top of his head, it reached the ground. That meant the building was exactly one spaghetti strand and one George tall.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to be spectacular. Love this.
Stevie, why you don't come back in a minute? You're Jenny, the world record book lady.
And you must be Chef Biscotti.
Yes, yes.
And up there on the roof, is that your monkey friend?
Yes, monkey. Giorgio?
Displaying your super long spaghetti strand. Here's the photograph I just took of it.
Wow. Does that set a world record, Jenny?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Here's the picture I took of Alfonso Dimitri displaying his strand of cooked spaghetti from the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
No. Now I'm never gonna get in the world record book.
You most certainly will. You have the second longest strand of cooked spaghetti. 3 stories tall.
Son of the gun!
Chef Biscotti.
3 stories
Oh,
tall!
way to go!
Oh, 3 stories! I gotta call Nettie and tell her the building next door is 3 stories tall.
So Gnocchi finally got to play with the spaghetti. And Chef Biscotti broke a second record. World's longest cat toy. George always liked to visit the Man with the Yellow Hat's old neighborhood.
And that used to be the bookstore. And look, that's where I saw my very first movie. Oh, this used to be a great old theater. Maybe someday someone will fix it up. Hey, what's going on?
Progress, that's what. Wait till you see the unique self-cleaning parking structure I've planned for this site.
But this old theater is full of memories. You can't tear it down.
Tear down this theater? You're not serious. Look at the beautiful lobby. This bijou's what inspired me to become a doorman in the first place.
But it's tired and run down. It's a hopeless, broken old theater.
George didn't think it looked hopeless. He'd seen the man with the yellow hat fix things up before. Why couldn't he fix up an old movie theater too?
Repair the theater? Us? You're right, George. If we don't do it, who will? How about it, Mr. Glass? Let us put on a special screening. We'll show you that this theater is worth preserving.
I don't want to go out to a movie. With one of these, why bother?
But a movie is always more fun on the big screen.
It can be a truly unique event.
Unique? Hi, you're a monkey, aren't you? Okay, it's a deal.
Great.
If you clean up this place and put on a unique, one-of-a-kind show, I'll save the theater.
Mr. Glass, I promise we'll knock your socks off. Maybe this is hopeless.
Well, let's see it with the lights on. See? It just needs a little TLC. Tender lobby care.
You know, it'll take some work, but I bet we can put on a good show.
Cleaning up a movie theater was a major production.
Thanks.
We've never played for a movie before.
Here it is, Isle of Dinosaurs, one of Mr. Glass's favorite movies. Hey, great work, you two. I can't believe this is the same theater. Wow.
Let's pull him home on our sled.
Can't. We're already late and Mom's gonna get worried.
We can't just leave him here.
How about we get ourselves home first and then we'll give the monkey your snowshoes? We live on the other side of the hill. Climb aboard.
There's that weird noise again.
It's probably kids like us riding sleds a hill or two away. On your marks.
Get set, go! Why didn't we give the monkey the snowshoes on top of the hill? Now he has to walk all the way back up.
I can't think of everything, and a better time to bring that up would have been on top of the hill.
Sorry, monkey.
Later.
Bye, monkey. Bye.
George didn't realize how cold and tired he was till he tried to climb that same hill one more time. About the only thing that kept him going was the joyous hope of Coco. Now George could see what made that sound. a cold, lost pig. George was almost at the top. The pig was way over there. He didn't even know if he could help.
We can't just leave him here.
George wondered how a pig got lost all the way up here, and more importantly, how he was going to get it down. What they needed was a sled.
I'd know that squeal anywhere. It's little Mike. He got out last night before it snowed. He's never even seen snow before. Must have been completely mystified by it. Thank you, George.
I was wondering what took you so long. There's a cup of cocoa inside waiting for you.
Well, see you later.
Okay, take care.
Then he knew exactly how.
I'm afraid it's going to be even colder tomorrow. Sorry. You can still have warm dreams, though. Good night.
Colder tomorrow? George couldn't wait.
Don't forget your hat.
George's plan was working. George had made an ice bowling set. He was finally having fun. Then, Jumpy did something unexpected. At first, George thought squirrels must really hate bowling. But Jumpy only wanted to get the frozen nuts. George and Jumpy played nut hockey till the sun went down. Then he set up for the next day. In the morning, George bundled up.
You're not gonna need that hat and scarf. It's warmer today.
It was a perfect day. It turned out winter could be fun. Except now, it wasn't cold enough to freeze anything solid. All that work inventing fun stuff, and it was all for nothing. Winter. It was like a roller coaster of blah.
It started already? We're supposed to get a ton of snow tonight. Well, good thing I bought a new shovel.
Maybe inventing stuff wasn't all for nothing. It helped him survive the dull of winter till the first snow.
George, it's snowing in the house.
Yeah, winter is a roller coaster. And monkeys love roller coasters.
Excuse me, Seal, stop, please. Uh-oh. We can't go back the way we came.
Oh!
There's no way to steer an ice floe. Wow, that's a humpback whale. Uh-oh, a snowstorm. George, we're headed for land. We've got to get out of this blizzard. There's a cave. We'll need more protection than this. Good thinking, George. We'll stack ice and snow just like we're making an igloo. All we can do now is wait out the storm.
Research Vessel Zebra to Ice Station Alpha. A brief blizzard may hit your area. You should stay in the outpost. Don't go out in the storm. Is anyone there?
Almost there, George. Hey, the blizzard's over. Let's climb this hill and find out exactly where we are. There's the outpost. And look, we can walk back on the new snow and ice. The chin-strap penguins. We found them. The camera. Wait for me! Whoa!
Now that George had the camera back, he could get the pictures Professor Wiseman needed.
Look, their nest! You found their breeding island. That's why we didn't see them earlier this year. Amazing work. How did you find them? We'll do it the same way every time we come.
Well, first, have a monkey drop the camera in the water. Ah, the summer shuttle's ready, George. Where should we take her for a test drive? The beach? Oh, yeah, why not? Hey, maybe the Rankins and Bill would like to come along too. There is nothing like a crisp, cool sea breeze.
Surf's up!
Oh, look at all this sand. Imagine how much grout we could make.
Even with the right mix of sand and water, it was impossible to roll a ball of sand like snow. Then George remembered how he made a sandcastle. He could shape the sand without rolling it.
Hi, George. Making a bigger and better sandcastle? Oh, I get it. A snowman made of sand. Neat idea.
Wow. You'd never catch bugs that big on the farm.
That's because these are sand crabs. Don't you know what a crab looks like? This can't be the first time you've been to the beach. Can it?
No, of course not. We were here not more than, 46 years ago.
49.
Huh.
What is that?
Oh, can't you tell? It's a snowman.
A snowman needs branches for arms.
Yes, and coal for its smiling face.
Hey, we could find those things. Let's go.
Why not? Let's all make a snowman. Look, I've got his arms.
And here's a perfect nose.
This kelp will work just fine. Hey, it's starting to look like winter on the hottest day of the year.
George, this is one snowman that'll never melt.
My, that cool rain feels nice.
SOS! Save our snowman! Hurry! Sorry we couldn't stop the rain, George. Hey, cheer up. Helping you build your summer snowman kept us all cool.
He's right. The breeze, the ocean, and the rain made me forget there was a heat wave.
That's right.
Come on!
I'm ready.
Woohoo!
George never forgot how fun it was to build a snowman at the beach. But on a freezing cold winter day, all he needed was some sand. It was a little cold to be doing this, and it was too big a job. George had really wanted to spend the night in an igloo. And maybe he still could. He could build his igloo right inside the house. A smaller igloo. It was nice and warm. George figured he'd better turn down the thermostat so his igloo wouldn't melt.
Oh, it's freezing. Oh, I must have turned the heat down too low. Wow, the heat is off. No wonder it's so cold. Oh.
Seven o'clock. The badge is mine. Ow! We did it, George. Uh-oh. George?
Oh, hi, Bill.
Are you sitting down?
No.
Okay, I don't want to alarm you, but George is not in his igloo.
Don't worry. He's probably upstairs and... What? Oh, boy. George! George, why is there a melted igloo in the living room? Uh-huh. You were cold outside, so you thought you'd build an igloo inside.
Makes sense. For a city kid.
As the Sprout Master of Sprout Troop number 674, I am proud to present Bill with his badge in winter camping.
Wow!
There. And now, George and I would like to invite you all to a little celebration.
George's igloo might be too cold for sleeping, but it was just right for a party.
Hey, George. Got any ice for the punch? Wow, thanks.
And that was the start of the Monkey Igloo Social Club. Open every weekend until it melted in the spring.